Have you seen that viral post claiming you can treat vomiting, diarrhea, and even pneumonia using ingredients from your kitchen? It's everywhere. But which of these remedies are actually helpful, and which could be seriously dangerous? Let's break it down with some real science. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Contain Your Life. Today, we're fact-checking a viral no medicine at home health post that's been making the rounds. It promises cures for everything from a simple stomachache to life-threatening infections. I'm going to walk you through each claim, explain what might help, what has zero evidence, and what you should absolutely never rely on instead of proper medical care. Let's get started. First up, the post claims that drinking water with cloves can stop vomiting. So, is there any truth to this? Well, cloves contain a compound called eugenol, which has been shown in some studies to have anti-nausea properties. For some people, a very mild clove tea might help settle a queasy stomach. However, drinking strong clove water can actually irritate your stomach lining and make things worse. A much safer and more effective option is to take small, frequent sips of clear fluids like water or an oral rehydration solution. Ginger tea is also a well-studied and gentle alternative for nausea. So, for cloves, we'll say there's possible mild support, but it's definitely not a cure. Next, the post suggests mixing salt and celery for a stomachache. This one is a hard no. There is zero medical evidence to support that salt and celery can treat the underlying cause of stomach pain. In fact, consuming too much salt, especially when you're already unwell, can worsen dehydration if you have diarrhea or vomiting, and it can also spike your blood pressure. Stomach pain can be caused by dozens of things, from simple indigestion to something more serious, like appendicitis. This remedy won't help, and it's not recommended. Moving on to dizziness, the post recommends fennel and sugar. Dizziness is a tricky symptom because it can have so many causes. Sometimes it's from something simple like dehydration or low blood sugar. In that very specific case, a little bit of sugar might help temporarily. However, dizziness can also be a warning sign for serious issues with your heart, blood pressure, or even your brain. Using fennel and sugar just treats the symptom without addressing the root cause. If you're experiencing frequent or severe dizziness, it's crucial to see a doctor to find out why. This remedy is a classic case of treating a symptom, not the cause. Now for a remedy that actually has some support. Rice and yogurt for diarrhea. This is one that doctors often recommend. Plain bland foods like white rice are easy to digest and can help bind your stool, making it less watery. This is part of what's known as the brat diet: bananas, rice, applesauce, and toast. As for yogurt, if it contains live and active cultures, it can help replenish the good bacteria in your gut that may have been flushed out. This combination is generally safe and effective for mild cases of diarrhea. However, you should see a doctor if you also have a high fever, see blood in your stool, or are showing signs of dehydration. All right, now we get to the most dangerous claim on the list: drinking asafetida water for pneumonia. This is an absolute medical emergency. Pneumonia is a serious infection of the lungs that causes inflammation and fluid buildup, requires antibiotics and sometimes even hospitalization. No home remedy, no spice, no special water can treat a lung infection. Believing that it can and delaying professional medical care can have devastating, even life-threatening consequences. If you suspect you or someone you know has pneumonia symptoms like a deep cough, fever, chills, and difficulty breathing, you need to seek medical help immediately. Let's talk about toothaches. The post suggests applying heated ginger juice. Ginger does have natural anti-inflammatory properties, so it might provide a tiny bit of temporary relief from pain and swelling. But there's a big problem here: the heat. Applying heat directly to an abscessed tooth or swollen gum can actually make the inflammation and pain much worse. It can also easily burn the delicate tissues inside your mouth. At best, this offers a moment of relief, but it is not a treatment for the cavity or infection causing the toothache. You still need to see a dentist. Finally, The post advises putting a mix of turmeric and oil on wounds. On the surface, this might sound plausible. Turmeric is well known for its antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. However, applying a non-sterile homemade mixture directly into an open wound is a terrible idea. You're introducing bacteria, dirt, and other contaminants from your kitchen right into a place that's vulnerable to infection. This significantly increases your risk of making things much, much worse. For any open wound, you should always clean it with soap and water and use sterile medical products like antiseptic wipes and bandages. Never put kitchen concoctions on broken skin. So, to wrap things up, while some natural remedies can offer comfort for minor symptoms, they are not a replacement for real medical treatment. The moment a social media post starts promising to cure serious illnesses like pneumonia without a doctor, that should be a massive red flag. Always be critical of what you see online. And thank you for watching. Follow our channel for more evidence-based health education, not fear-based viral advice. See you next time.